Welcome to the Knox video training series. This video shows you how to set up Knox Manage for the first time. We will walk you through all the steps necessary to add a user and deploy a policy to a device. Let's get started. This is the Knox Manage dashboard. It is the default screen you see when you first log in. We're going to use the Getting Started wizard to set up our devices. Click Getting Started in the left-hand navigation. We are now going to add a user. Click the Start button under Add Users. To add a user, click the plus sign and click Add Single User. In the pop-up, fill in the information relevant to the user you are adding. Note that the user ID and password assigned here are the user's login credentials. Make sure you also enter the correct contact information. This is where the activation information is sent. Once you have filled out all the required fields, click Save. You now see the user is added to your list. Before moving on to the next section, I'd like to note that you can add multiple users at the same time. To do this, use the Add Multiple Users option. Additionally, you can sync to your Active Directory, but this requires the Active Directory connector. Next, we will set up your organization. Click the Organization tab on the left-hand side. Click on your organization, and in the drop-down list, click Add Sub-Organization. Fill in the relevant details for your organization. Pay attention to which activation type you select. This has a large effect on what kinds of policies you can push to devices later. For this video, we select Android Legacy. Click Save. Your organization is now created. You can now add a user to your new organization. To do this, simply click and drag your user into the organization. For reference, you can easily check information about the user under these headings. Next, we are going to add a device management profile. To do this, go back to the Getting Started wizard. Next, click Start under the Create Device Management Profile section. Tap the plus sign and select New Registration. Insert your profile name and description and click Yes. This is the device management profile. In it contains all the policies that you can push to a device. For example, I'm going to show you how to restrict camera use. First, we go to Android Legacy on the left. Next, select Policy. In the pop-up, select System. In the list of policies, you will see Camera. Here, I select Disallow All. Now, the camera can't be launched on a device. Now that we have configured the policy, we just have to assign it to a profile. To do this, go back to the Basic Information tab and open up the Organization pop-up box. You will now see a list of the organizations you have created. I am going to add this policy to the organization I made a minute ago. To do this, find the organization in a list and simply select Update. Click Save, and then click Yes. To finish pushing, click the Apply button. Any devices enrolled in your system will receive the policy. In this case, Disable Camera. If you haven't enrolled any devices, you can continue watching and we'll show you the enrollment process. To enroll a device, click the Devices and Users tab. Then, click Users and Organization. You will see a list of the users you have added. We are going to send an email invite asking them to install the MDM agent. To do this, click the mail icon under the Actions header. It will ask if you want to send a mail template. Simply select OK. An email has now been sent with a link for the user to download the MDM agent. We'll show you what happens when a user clicks the link. First, the user sees an email generated from the system. Clicking the link takes them to the Google Play Store. This is where they install the MDM agent. To get started, they must enter the credentials that you used to create their account. Next, click through the End User License Agreement, and Knox Manage installs. By going into the options, we can see what policies have been applied. In this case, we can see the camera is restricted. Any attempt to launch the camera, and a security warning is displayed. And that concludes our video. Thanks for watching. You have now completed the mandatory steps to set up your Knox Manage console. For more information on Knox Manage, go to samsungknox.com.